That woke me up. My alarm clock woke me up. How's it going, guys? Um, hey, Mark. Hey, the Bud Files, Mick, Tracy, and Iowax. Good to see you, Ben. Good to see you. Um, Alex will be joining perhaps around 10, maybe in about a half an hour. He might be joining in. Um, Matt might be coming in. I just sent him the link, so I don't know. You know how Matt is. If he comes, he comes. So, anyways, how's everybody going? How's everybody doing? Everybody good? Oh, 10, whole 10 people. Woohoo. It's late. Well, not here. It's only 9:37. Across the ocean, the pond. It is what, four now? Because of the time difference now is only 4 hours until tomorrow when we have our, or not tomorrow, but Sunday, we have our daylight savings change. So it'll be back to the 5 hour difference, to the uh, UK and other places over and on the other side of the pond. Oh, sorry, 137. Yeah, that's right, 137. Where did I get that from? Yeah, okay, 137. So yeah. Hey, my self-explored. How are you? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. Cheers, everyone. I figured out the bottle is good, but not as powerful as my recorder in the corner north. So, Iowax, are we talking about the bottle that we were discussing on the show? You showed on the show um, a little while back. A while back. It's been a while. Are we referring to the same bottle? The magnesium bottle from the 19, I think, what was it, 1913 or 1930s or something. I can't remember when it was from. I don't know. Something like that. I'm assuming that's the bottle you're referring to, but I could be wrong. But what's you still have it? But what about the other? Like, because that was an intriguing story about this. The luggage or bag or whatever that was given to you and had all these different items in it, and one of them being that bottle. When you looked at it, it looked like, several faces on it. Yeah, but and there's a few other items that was in that bag that you received from this strange dude. The story's intriguing. I like that story. We need to explore it a little bit more, I think, one of these days. Um, yeah, the bottle was pretty cool. Howdy.
What's going on?
Not much. I was just talking about Iowax's the bottle, the
Oh yeah,
magnesium bottle. Remember the blue
yeah,
bottle with all the
yeah, yeah,
faces on it?
yep.
And but I was kind of saying, hey, it would be really, really intriguing to explore the other items that were with that bag that stranger gave him.
Mm, yeah, exactly.
I think one of it was kind of what was it, a piece of wood or some sort of wood or something, some weird wood. I don't know. So I don't know. I did mention it to Matt. I don't know if Matt's coming. I sent him the link. I don't know if he's coming or not. He just did a live somewhere else, so I don't know if he's coming on. If he does, he does. If he doesn't, he doesn't. But how are things going?
Not too bad aside from a fucking cold.
Yeah, man, you've got a constant cold going on, dude. You're like a
Ah,
cold
fuck,
factory.
brutal.
uh, um, I, I was looking at Yeah, I know the colds are bad though. I mean, everybody's got a cold, something going on. It's that time of
Just
the
the
year though,
season.
right?
Yeah.
October into December, and then so on and so on, and they ramp up.
I can't complain. I mean, it's been worse. Last year was really bad. Like by this time last year, we were sick with with the fever or whatever a couple of times already. So this year, actually, we were doing pretty good.
Knock on wood, right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I'll deal with the cold over the flu or over fever any day.
Oh, I know, man. I know. They're just they can be brutal.
It's just
You
this
know.
nagging cough.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That seems to be the thing though, people with this, the cough that just doesn't want to go away.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lisa and I have. Well, and my daughter too. She's the
Yeah.
one who brought it home to us.
Isn't that the way it goes with kids, right?
Yep.
They go, they go, they're amongst, so many other kids that are sick and everything else. And hey, look what I brought home. Enjoy your little present.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise. And it is a surprise because you have no fucking idea.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it. No warning, nothing. Why? What? Come on, this isn't fair. And just imagine if they're asymptomatic, right?
Yeah,
They bring
exactly.
it home and you guys get sick and you're like, what the hell, man? Who the hell? And she's laughing inside, going,
Oh yeah, yeah. Doesn't matter to
uh,
her that we're sick. She still wants to play.
it's it's like a segment out of the movie Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
I'm going to take care of the adults. They won't be ruling us anymore. Uh,
uh,
so I watched I was watching well, just kind of scanning through the two episodes of Snipe and Ghost Hunters of the Grand River.
okay.
And they did the season 2 opener with at the Spruce Lane Farmhouse.
Right. How did that go?
Yeah. It's a TV show.
Hmm. Fair enough.
I have respect for the guys, but it's a TV show.
It is what
But
it is with TV shows, right?
I like the one thing that is running rampant now is the shirt tugging thing.
Yeah.
I had that happen to me, and as far as I know, I was the only person that ever happened to, and now all of a sudden,
Everybody's getting shirt tugged.
everybody's shirt was tugged in the episode.
Wow.
Even
Everybody.
the
Yeah.
even the psychic.
Wow.
Not everybody, but I think like 2 or 3 people, you know? No, I haven't watched it. The first episode of Sam and Colby's The Conjuring with the tapping. No, I haven't. I'll have to watch it. I'll have to watch it. Um, yeah, I mean, it's intriguing the areas that they invested in. I mean, they invested in the table, the dining room table because of what Andrew basically gave them the spiel about how he was fixing the table and the house was bad and all that kind of shit. Yeah, same
Mhm.
thing he told us, but we never really paid much attention to it. The
Right.
table, but at the top of the stairs, even where we had gotten the girls singing.
Right.
They're making claims of seeing some little girl pop her head through the door frame at the bedroom on the left at the
Mm.
top of the stairs. If
Really, that's never
so,
happened to us.
No, not at all. I mean, we did, there was one evening where we saw a figure at the hallway at the very end by the window. But again, it's like, was it real? I don't know. Was it intriguing? Yes, it was intriguing. Was it a ghost or a spirit or whatever? I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
It was just intriguing. Was it my eyes playing tricks on me? Sure, quite possible. I mean, but what makes it more intriguing was, did another person spotted the same thing? Okay, but I don't know. Doesn't mean that his eyes weren't tricked as well. So
Yeah. I like
I
the
don't know.
title, Soul Stealing and Swapping.
I know, eh?
Yeah. Should talk about that.
Well, we can. I mean, that's. I had a feeling it would kind of spark some conversation about it.
Cosmic chatter.
Cosmic chatter.
Cosmic chatter.
Yeah, cosmic chatter. Um, yeah, I just.
Adrian, how are you?
Hey, Adrian, how are you, man? Okay. So, if so, what do you think, real or fake? I'll have to get back to you. Myself explored about the Sam and Colby's The Conjuring with the tapping. I'll let you know when I watch it. But yeah, there's. I don't want to say it's a lot of fakery, but I mean, you got to remember when you're watching a lot of these shows, it's entertainment. It really is, and it's not to knock the people that are behind it. I mean, they have to produce something, otherwise, you guys will stop watching it.
Well, and that's the catch 22 of that whole scenario, right?
Mhm.
Because the people watching it expect something to happen all the time, and if it doesn't, then they stop watching it. So these shows have to produce stuff, or at the
I
very
mean,
least, make it seem like something's going on.
I mean, you look at first season of Ghost Hunters. I mean, they ran into that issue.
Mm.
I mean, okay, people are getting bored. We have to start producing stuff because I mean, you can go into a location and spend 5, 6, 7, 8 hours in the location and nothing fucking happens.
Yep.
Nothing.
Yep.
Nothing. You're fucking bored. 8 hours of pure boredom. And then you might get the odd little thing if going when you're reviewing the footage and the audio and whatnot, you might get the odd little thing. But is it enough to say, oh, we're gonna base a whole episode on that little thing, right? No, chances are not. So you have to embellish it a little bit.
Yeah.
You have to like
Especially go stir crazy.
there was one scene in again in the ghost hunters of the Grand River in this Bruce Lane episode where they're at the top of the stairs and Andrew's there and the one guy just goes, oh, that was weird. And they're all looking, hey, what's wrong? What's up? And they're just standing there talking and he goes, I just felt like somebody was pushing me.
Huh.
Right. And I go, oh god, oh, here we go. And I look automatically at Andrew's facial expression going, he's laughing. So
Yeah.
he's and the others are kind of laughing, smiling too. It's like, okay, we had to throw that in there to give it a little bit more entertainment value.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did it
Well,
really happen?
exactly. Otherwise, people be like, "What the fuck?"
Mm.
Not many people, you know, anybody who's never gone to an investigation doesn't realize just how boring it can actually be.
Well,
Right?
that's the thing, and they're not gonna show you that boredom. They're
No,
not gonna show you the,
no.
the 3, 4 hours in between edits,
Yeah, exactly. You
you
know,
know?
the only time you have fun is when you end up scaring Gord out of his shithole. He scared the shit out of Gord that one time. The one time I went up to the attic when you guys were up there, and he turned around and I think he almost had a heart attack.
Yeah. I forgot to message Dr. Demon Gord to see if he was up for coming in.
Yeah, Friday nights, isn't he like playing darts or something?
I thought that was Monday nights. Hey,
I
hey,
don't know.
Dan.
Okay.
Hey, Dan. How
Yeah.
are you? Good to see you, buddy.
I don't keep track of Gord's social life.
I know. Well, it's not much social now.
Well, that's just it, right? I don't think any of our social lives are actually that much of a social life.
No, exactly. Let me see. Let me just hold on. I'm just sending him a quick message. Okay, so send a message. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, okay, so I'm just reading here. My self-explored says the evidence that is on that episode, they say, can change the whole world of paranormal. You hear footsteps running upstairs and back down and on command and dancing around. Pretty crazy. Yeah, I mean, again,
This is back to that show, I'm assuming.
the show that he had mentioned. Yeah, what is it?
Sam and Colby's The Conjuring.
Yes, Sam and Colby's The Conjuring.
Where's that available? Like, where can you catch that?
I don't know. Can you get it on YouTube? I don't know.
YouTube, Prime, Netflix. I don't know.
I don't know. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, Sam and Colby's
YouTube.
Conjuring.
Yeah, you said YouTube.
Oh fuck.
What?
No, I'm just looking at it. There's a lot of them. So okay, so which part are we talking?
Conjuring with the tapping. I don't know if that's the title or whatnot.
The latest. Oh, the first episode. Okay, the first episode. Okay, so let's go to the first episode. The first episode. Part 2. Part 3. Okay, so is this? I'm not going to play it, but all right. I'll be honest. Just watching the start. Do you want me to send it to you, Alex?
Yeah, send it to me. Why not?
Okay. Here's I'll post it in the chat so everyone can like check it out as to what my self-explored is referring to, and I'll give it a better look. But like I said, judging on it already, I don't know. You like to believe, and you know what? I think a lot is. I'll tell you right now. The Conjuring House. A lot of the buildup with that place, and same with the Amityville Horror House, the Amityville House, and the Enfield House, and so on, is Ed and Lorraine Warren.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, I have a real problem, and always have with those two. Always have with those two. Because I mean, their way of looking at things is religious based.
Yeah.
So everything is demonic. And I don't think I really believe in Lorraine's ability to as a psychic, if you will. I think maybe in the beginning it was kind of authentic, but then it just blew out of proportion because they began to garnish a lot of um what's the word? What's the word?
Notoriety.
Attention,
Yeah, notoriety
right?
and attention.
Yeah. And they saw that, hey, we can make some money doing this, you
I
know?
wonder how much money they actually made off of all that stuff. I'll
I
be
don't know,
curious
but
to find out
they're probably making a lot of money now because of the fucking movies.
the residuals, but that's
The
not going.
residuals.
They both passed, right? So
Yeah, but the family, right? I mean, I'm
yeah,
sure
yeah, yeah. Your
there's
state.
probably some sort of the estate,
Yeah.
because you have what's his name,
John
the
Zaffis.
yeah, John Zaffis,
He's like her nephew or something like that. No.
Mhm. Something like that. There's another guy. His haunted objects and
Mm.
museum and shit like that. Folks, I don't want to sound vain. I mean, it's not that I'm vain, but I'm vain when it comes to certain people and how they, I don't know, exploit the paranormal, if you will.
Both Steve and I have become very disillusioned with the paranormal. Not necessarily paranormal in and of itself, but the paranormal field and the people associated with it.
It's
Um,
way out of proportion now.
yeah, and that's bottom line. That's what it is, right? I mean,
Mhm.
nobody seems to be doing it for the right reasons anymore. All right, and that's part of the problem, right? Everybody wants their 5 minutes in the spotlight. Everybody wants the one that breaks the code, so to speak, and that's not what it's all about. At least not for me, anyway. You know, what's the point? Like, it's like anything else. It's like religion, for example.
Mhm.
I could, if I was a fervent Catholic,
Mhm.
I could say, the Bible is the word, and to me,
Mhm.
it is. But how
Yep.
do I prove it to someone who's not Catholic? How do I convince someone who's not Catholic?
Exactly.
Right? And it's the same thing with the paranormal because you have, based on prior experience, prior investigations, and personal experiences, you build that sort of belief system, for lack of a better term, about what the paranormal is. And even if I come across some what I think is irrefutable proof of the paranormal, because I believe it to be that, and because of my experiences, how am I going to make someone like you believe, or anybody who out there who's watching us? It's
Mhm.
impossible. It's it's
Exactly.
it's it's a personal thing. You know what I mean? And then at the end of the day, you just can't.
No. And I think with a lot of things, how the internet really has blown it out of proportion too. I
Yeah.
mean, people monkey see, monkey do
Yep.
on like exponential level. It's just I mean, basically the new television, the new idiot box, if you will, as they used to call it, is the internet.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Yep.
is YouTube, is whatever social medium, and the social media platform, whatever, and anybody can throw something out there and upload it to the to here onto YouTube and say, "Hey, look at genuine proof of the paranormal." And 9 out of 10 people are going to sit there and believe it without questioning it.
Yeah.
I mean, and then when you sit there and you criticize or you critique it or you scrutinize it, you are the villain.
Mm.
You are the villain because everybody believes it, and they're like a lot of things in life, they are sheep. They believe because it's, oh, hey, come on, right? Okay,
Yeah. I don't
good.
disagree there.
Absolutely,
History.
Dan.
Yeah.
Absolutely, Dan.
And yeah.
Absolutely. And that's
Um,
the
and it's not just that's a huge part of it, no doubt about it. But it's
yeah.
also um, other people in general. When they talk to other people about the paranormal, if they're just starting out, and they have just an interest, but they're starting out in the paranormal field, they get hugely influenced by shows, as you stated, and also by people they talk to who are in paranormal, who are in the field, and that's what basically it's. Think of it as someone, back to the religious bend. Sorry if people are pissed off about that, but it's the best example I can give. But someone who's searching their whole
Mhm,
life for meaning, spiritual
mhm,
meaning,
mhm.
will be more likely to get duped by a cult than someone who's not,
Yeah.
right? And that's the sad reality, and it's no different in the paranormal. Someone who wants to believe in the paranormal so desperately
Mhm,
will get duped by whatever they watch on TV, or whoever they talk to, without actual doing any critical thinking and actually trying to analyze what it could be. Why do why do people think it's paranormal? Just sort of back to the basics, try to debunk as much as you possibly can. And if you get to a point where you just cannot debunk certain things, then you kind of treat that as a big strong maybe.
mhm. I mean, I could literally throw stuff up here and say, I have I have proof, or I have um footage that will change the landscape of the paranormal.
Yeah, a lot of people have said that. Yeah,
Easily. And in fact, I've got some pretty interesting footage
you have some compelling stuff. Yes.
I have compelling stuff, but I'm not blaring it out there going, look it, this is fucking proof. But what it is to me, it's I don't like saying proof. I don't like saying evidence, because we simply don't know. We have no idea. No idea, because somebody who's got a fucking a science brain will go to you and say, "Look, no, this is what's happening here," and can explain something about that you've never heard of before.
Yep.
Or they're an audio engineer and say, "Oh, well, no, this is I've had this happen before. This is exactly what that is."
And if they are able to replicate it, then you know that that is in fact exactly what it is.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
I here, look, just and I'm gonna play it because here's an example. This to me is something that is to me is groundbreaking, because I simply can't fucking explain it
Hmm.
other than it is what it is. Right? And Alex, you've seen it, you've
Yeah.
a million times. And like for those who haven't seen this or heard this, here it is. Look, listen, and listen carefully. Well, I gotta play the hold on. Let me play the other version. So so you tell me. I mean, what do I say? Do I say that's undisputed evidence of the paranormal?
I wouldn't go that far, but I would say it's
No,
compelling.
it's very compelling. to me, that is something
Just to
that is.
answer, sorry, Steve. Just to answer myself there. We'd rather not. We got dinged once for playing some footage. So we'd rather not do that. But the link is there if anybody wants to go check it out.
Yeah, I put up the link there. Check
Yeah.
it out. I mean, like I said, myself explored. I'll watch it, and I'll definitely, like I said, who knows, maybe even Sunday when we do the show Sunday. We don't have a scheduled guest this Sunday, so I mean, like if we could possibly go over that, and if you tune in, we can or watch it, archive whatever. Could probably do that too. So give us some time to watch it, and we'll give you I guess our thoughts on it, right?
Yep.
I mean, again, like watching, and I hate it, but I'm fucking I'm so I don't want to say jaded, but
Oh yeah.
like
Oh, go ahead and say jaded. I'm jaded.
I've watched like I said, I watched the two-parter of this Bruce Lan Farmhouse. And it's not because I'm jealous that a TV show went in there and shot 2 episodes.
No, but you and I have been, you specifically, have been there multiple times. I've
I've
been
been
there a
doing
couple of times with you.
yeah,
And it's got nothing to do with that. The fact
no.
that you've been there so many times and nothing of the sort that happened on the TV show happened to you or anybody for that matter. You know what I
Well,
mean?
I mean, no, I mean, I can't say that. I mean, it's interesting that they, obviously the one thing that was mentioned a few times was the shirt tugging.
Yeah.
And like I said, that did happen to me. But the thing is, it was documented. It was in the Toronto Star.
Mhm.
That happened to me, and I can't explain it. But the thing is, and they were told about this. They were told about the shirt tugging incident, and it's funny how it ran rampant in the episode.
Yeah.
Even the
Yeah.
psychic, the spirit talker, whatever, a guy that came in. I mean, I hate to say it, but it's documented. It's out there. It's easy to look on the internet and see. Even here, I even mentioned it on one of the documentaries here on our channel.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not. I'm not saying that the guy like. I'm not saying the guy. That's what the guy did. The medium did. The spirit talker did. I'm not saying that, but it just seems very coincidental.
Well, yeah. I mean, but as you said earlier, I mean, it seems to be the prevailing thing nowadays with these shows that
Mhm.
everybody gets their shirt tucked. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was just part of it. You know, it may not have anything to do directly with what you experience, but because everybody else is going, it's like the demon thing, right? Everybody was on the
Mhm.
demon bandwagon at one point, and they kind of still are to some extent now, but it seems to be starting to wane. But now, it's the shirt tugging. Next thing you
It's the
know, someone will go in and saying, "I got jerked off by a ghost," and everybody else will start saying that. You know, so
Variation is that they wore costumes to
yeah,
Oh man.
that's classic, classic
I know.
Gordon.
I could play it over and over and
Yeah,
over and over again.
yeah.
It's still
Especially with
laughable.
that lightning effect, that's pretty awesome.
But it's yeah, you have to be jaded. You have to be a healthy skeptic. You have to be
Yeah.
skeptical because like a lot of things in life, people will pull the wool over your eyes
Oh yeah, yeah,
without thinking twice. They will do it. They will do it. And you'll sit there and go, "Oh wow, that is so cool. That is so neat." And you won't even question it.
Well, I mean, when I first got involved in the paranormal field, I mean, I've always had an interest, but when I started to get involved in it more so, I fell into that same trap that a lot of people do when they first start out with the orbs, right?
That's another thing. Okay, go
Right.
on. That's another thing.
No, I'm just saying that when I first started out and I started catching, these orbs,
Mhm.
I, like a lot of people who start out in the field or who still think so nowadays, unfortunately, used to think that that was something that oh, well, look, I captured something paranormal, right? I didn't know any better at the time, right?
You know, if
So,
anybody was smart enough, they would do their research on orbs
yeah,
and how that whole phenomenon really started. You know,
yeah,
with the point and shoot digital cameras. That's when it exploded. I'm not saying that's when it originated. That's when it exploded because
yeah.
these digital point and shoot cameras,
And that's exactly when I started capturing them, when I had my digital point and shoot.
because it was so
Yeah,
accessible. I mean, you could take the
yeah,
camera, take so many shots, and review them right away, and like, oh my god, I've got orbs.
yeah, exactly.
You know, and people were like, oh my god, it's like Vortex, the same thing.
Vortexes.
You
What's
know,
the other one? Rod.
well, rods are a different thing. Rods, and it just baffles my mind that fucking people still believe rods are a fucking thing.
Yeah,
I mean, there's another thing. It's plain as day what fucking rods are.
yeah,
You know, yeah, it's a need, it's fascinating and everything else. But do the research. You know exactly what rods are. But people to this day say no. Rods are a thing on their entirely on their own.
yeah.
They're an unexplained phenomenon. Well, no, they are explained. They are explained. Rods are explained exactly what they are.
Yeah, but blind faith is something that unfortunately can't be shook too hard. Too hard. It's almost impossible.
No, look at I've been investigating and researching the paranormal for God. It's scary, Alex. Like 30 years now, almost.
Mhm.
And let me tell you, I it's not that I don't believe that there's something going on. There is. Don't get me wrong. There is something going on. But the thing is, right now, in its current fashion, and it's been for like this for a while now. We've been through it. We've been through it, the phases, the waves, and all this kind of shit. With the duration of this show,
Mhm.
it's the same thing. It's just on a whole different level. It's There's too much bullshit out there. Way
Yeah,
too much bullshit. And
yeah,
people are buying into it, believing it, and emulating it and going out, and that's what they think paranormal investigating is. And it's not. It's not, man. It's not.
yeah,
Like I want to go to a fucking haunted house and I want something to happen.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
That's
really do. Don't get me wrong. I really do hope that something happens. And you know what? It has. But very, very rare.
yeah. Same with me with the Whippy Psych. We went there
Yeah.
a good dozen times before we caught something.
Yeah.
All the other times we were there, we didn't catch a single thing. And I mean, the atmosphere was great. You know, being in an abandoned psychiatric hospital, what more can you ask for, right?
Yep.
But as far as capturing EVPs or any anomalies on video, we caught nothing except for this one time where I caught that one EVP, and that was towards the end because
Mhm.
shortly after that they fenced off the property, right?
Yeah.
The other time that something happened it wasn't captured on audio or video, unfortunately, but everybody who was there experienced it. So there was that time we were in that building where we heard those additional footsteps behind us as we were walking from one side of the building to the other. And when everybody stopped and looked at each other, Like, what the fuck's going on?
Mm.
So I told everybody to continue going where we were heading, and then I would go back to check to see if anybody else had come in the building. So I went back, I checked checked the rooms out. No one was there. So I motioned everybody to come back towards me
Yeah.
from the other side. And as they were walking towards me, now the footsteps, additional footsteps, could be heard coming from the opposite side, like from the other side of the building. That was kind of weird because there was only one entrance to the building, which is the
Yeah.
one we came in, which is where I was waiting for the other group to get towards back to me. So there was no way anybody else could have come in from the other side. It was all boarded up, right? So that was kind of weird, but it wasn't captured on tape, unfortunately. So it's just, as far as everybody else is concerned, it's hearsay, right?
But you have captured, you've captured shit on.
No, I had that one
Like,
EVP, yeah.
You've got you've got EVPs, yeah.
Yeah, I got the one EVP I captured from there, which is, like I said, towards the end before they fenced off the property.
Mm-hmm. And the property, well, now it's gone, right?
Oh, it's subdivision, no.
It's like Danvers in just outside of Boston, Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of the same thing, right? I mean, that place had that kind of same vibe to it, and I know some of it's still there, but a majority of the campus, the Danvers campus, has been leveled and now are condos and townhomes or whatever.
Right.
But that place, same thing, and it had that vibe, and
Yeah. And it sucks, man. It really sucks that they had to tear down the Whitby Psych. There was a group that was desperately trying to preserve it,
mhm.
right? Try to raise funds to be able to preserve it and maybe even restore it. But the problem was that, I mean, these buildings were built in the early 1900s, so there was a lot of asbestos in the buildings.
Yeah.
So if you started messing around with things, you could be in trouble. But it would have cost a ton of money to sort of just to get rid of all the asbestos in the property, because it was comprised of there was over 20 buildings in that property, right? Not huge buildings, but nevertheless 20 buildings.
Well, it's like
And
sorry, go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and some of them were in very bad shape, right?
Yeah, I mean it's like the Shidoki
Yeah.
Shidoki Hospital, same thing. That place. I mean, we lucked out. We got permission to go in there legally. We legally got permission, and that's another thing we don't promote. I mean, people fucking obviously urbex, and you know what? That's a whole different thing. I mean, urbex most respect a place. They don't, wreck it. They don't, whatever. They just explore it. So I'm not putting a stain on urbexers at all. No, I enjoy it myself, but I mean,
But there are people who go out there.
well, yeah, there
and just
are people.
They just damage the place,
Yeah,
graffiti or whatever the case may be, and
absolutely.
it's like that proverbial bad apple. You know what I mean? It only takes one bad apple to ruin it for everybody else.
But I mean, it's a whole different ball game when you're looking to investigate. So when you investigate a historical location that's abandoned, you want to make sure you have proper permission to get in there, so you can document and you can share any findings and whatnot, without having any issues.
Right.
And that's what we did with the Shadok, because the Shadok was scheduled for complete demolish, and it was really sad because again, like a lot of old hospitals, that place had so much history to it.
Yeah.
And walking through the place and the condition it was in, it was really sad. And in fact, to this day, I like I said, I took a photograph. Well, I didn't take, I took a photograph, and I've got video stills of it even, and the same thing. That photograph is chilling. and I'm like, wow, what the fuck? It's just fucking crazy. What could it possibly be? But I mean, again, to basically go in there, and so like we went in there, it was just to scout it out. Is this place going to be safe enough to investigate properly?
Right.
Unfortunately, it wasn't. There was just too many red flags in that place to allow the guys to go in and wander without having something happen. And that's what I said to myself, no, I can't green light this because the bottom floor, there was asbestos.
Mm.
Can't do it. The upper floors were so transient. There's people fucking whatever coming and going in that place. So I mean, you couldn't literally secure the place to do a proper
Right.
investigation, anyways, because people, homeless, uh, crack addicts, drug addicts,
Yep.
whatever, you
Mhm.
name it, they were all going through there, and you never know. You might be in there investigating this place and setting up your equipment. And the next thing you know, oh my God, what's that? I gotta, whatever. But the thing is, no, I, I would have loved to investigate that place. Trust me,
Yeah.
that place was phenomenal, but it didn't make sense. And you know, and the water damage was incredible.
Yeah.
There was so much water damage in that place. It was incredible. The one area, when you walk into the newer part in the back, that was built I think it was built in the 50s or 60s or even the 70s. I don't know. The water damage, the hallway going in there was just absolutely horrendous.
That kind of reminds me of like the Guild in Scarborough.
Oh,
Ever
yeah.
heard of that place?
Sounds familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. Richard Palmisano investigated that place years ago.
Oh, yeah.
He actually wrote an article in Toronto Star about it. I went there. We didn't get inside the place, right? We just went there and we were outside, just kind of scoping around the perimeter of the place. And it was one night we had gone there, and the place was comprised of the original building plus an addition that they had built. I can't remember when they built it, but it was basically a hotel for a while. And the new section, for lack of a better term,
Mhm.
is where this event took place. So we were there. I was there with a bunch of people, and each room had a balcony with a metal railing. Right. So we were on one side of the building, and we heard a clanging, like when when you hit the metal railing with something like a pipe,
Yeah.
it makes that clanging noise.
Yeah.
We all heard it. We're like, where the fuck is this coming from?
Hmm.
So it sounded like it was coming from the other side of the building. So we all went to the other side of the building to make sure there wasn't something like hitting the railing. And we shone our flashlights up and down. We're looking, trying to look, and we couldn't find it anywhere. And then, but it kept happening again and again. So every time we move away from the area where it was happening, once we were gone, it'd start again. So we're all like, what the fuck? Right? It was kind of weird. It's
Yeah.
too bad we couldn't actually get inside the building, but it was just being there. It was fantastic just experiencing that. Now they've actually torn down that quote unquote new section of the building,
Mhm.
and they renovated the old section, and they're actually using it as sort of like a I don't know, venue for weddings or whatever you like. It's like like a venue basically, which is kind of sad. Well, I mean, it's good for them because at least they're making use of the property, um, but yeah, because it's right by the Scarborough Bluffs, so it's a really
Oh,
nice
yeah.
area.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really close to the bluffs, so you can actually go. It's surrounded by some woods, And you could just go through the trail, and it'll take you right to the cliff where the water is for Lake Ontario. So it's pretty cool.
I just heard back from Dr. Demon Gord. He's jamming right now.
Ah, he's jamming.
He's jamming. Maybe hold on.
Toe jam.
Yeah, toe jamming. I'll send him the link, see what he does. Maybe he'll pop in with his
Mobile.
his mobile and jamming. Yeah, yeah, I just there's so many places, man. I mean, I'm sitting on the fence, and you've heard it here first. I'm sitting on the fence with retiring SOPs,
Really?
but I'm not retiring investigating. I was talking to Gord about this,
Right.
and I was thinking about morphing it into more of an intense sort of scenario with investigating the paranormal.
Do tell.
Well, I don't want to give out really like all the details, but I don't know. I think SOPS has
Run its course.
run its course, and I just see something morphing out of this on
Yeah.
a whole
Well,
different level.
this happens all the time, right?
Yeah, with the change, with the changing landscape. I just see I see things different, and how things are going with the woodlot.
Right.
You know,
I think I don't disagree with what you're saying. I mean, I think the traditional sort of paranormal group is going almost the way of the dinosaur,
Mhm.
right? And it's becoming more of a individual, or maybe just a few select people kind of doing a more intense sort of investigation, but not
Well,
necessarily going out and investigating, but doing other stuff as well, and
that's the
trying to
thing.
understand it.
I don't see it as me doing it myself, but I just don't see it. The current incantation, incarnation, whatever I mean, surviving.
Right.
I think it's time for it to. It's running. Yeah, it's run its course, I think. And I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
Well,
I really don't know.
yeah.
To be honest, I mean, I talked to a lot of people about this. I talked to them, I talked to Richard about it with his group and how he's having trouble, and you know, collecting people and organizing, and that's why he had to hand us off a case, and we couldn't get it organized. And I said, yeah,
It's difficult nowadays. It's very hard. I mean,
it is.
With Richard's case, I mean, he lives really far now
Well,
from all this stuff,
yeah,
right? And to try to
yeah.
coordinate with people, it does. Like the pandemic wreaked havoc on a lot of things.
It really did. It really
You know what I
did.
mean? And one of those things is just that sort of, how can I put it? The willingness to do stuff like this, for lack of a better term.
Mhm.
Um, we spent what, a year and a half, 2 years just basically not doing anything.
Yep.
And people just like, yeah, I don't really feel like doing it. If everybody's become complacent, you know what I mean?
But I mean, at the same time, look what was born out of it, though, too, out of that thing, the
Mhm.
woodlot.
Mhm.
I mean, this was something that was literally born out of the pandemic.
Yeah, because we were bored to shit, and this was an
You know,
chance for us to to what we love doing.
Yeah, we said, hey, look here's a story, here's a location. We don't have to worry. We can go out and do whatever and look at it and blah blah blah. And what turned out to be essentially it was going to be just the third episode of the Nocturnal Night Shots.
Yeah.
Has now flourished into something a little bit more. So I mean, yeah, I don't know. By the way, I went through a lot of the footage. Look here. Just here you go. Here's an example.
Nice.
Okay. And it's kind of, let me just make sure, because I got some other footage on here too. I want to make sure. But no, not that one. Here. Okay, so here we go. So I'm going to share a little bit here. So here's us going through the field. Who knows? Who the hell knows? See, there's the one spike well right there. I mean, it's creepy because all you can see is the fucking lighted area. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. You okay?
Yeah.
And this is the GoPro on my head.
Not bad.
Oh, fuck. All you can hear is me breathing heavy.
You're out of shape when.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the favorite spot? Without the water.
Oh, there's a marker there. See, I don't know what this marker's for. It was another well thing, I think. Another,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Test well.
That's well.
We got something over there. Paranormal pee.
Yeah.
Some animal over there. Just looking at me with his eyes. Oh yeah. Here you go. Let's see if you can see it. Right there. You see him? By the tree right there?
I don't see it yet.
Can you pull your light away? Okay, watch. Yeah, he's a little guy. Can't really see him, but I saw him plain as day when we were there live.
Yeah. I know. I remember you saying it.
But it's funny because remember we saw the
Mouse.
the mouse afterwards, so
Yep.
it was probably the mouse, right? You saw him in the tree trunk. He's in the tree, yeah, whatever it is. Huh? All right, enough of that. But yeah, I'm looking at a I don't know, hopefully I could possibly have it by next the next time we go out and shoot the.
Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to make it.
No, what next Friday?
No. Yeah. Might be just you and Gord.
We could always wait, dude.
Well,
We
we'll see.
don't. We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it.
As long as it doesn't get too cold. Well, we went there when it was fucking snow.
Yeah, we went there in December.
Yeah.
I mean, we can always wait. I mean, it's no rush, and like I said, get better equipment. Like I said, I've been eyeing over this fucking camera. I've been eyeing it over and eyeing it over and eyeing it over, going, do
Which
I pull
camera
the
you talking
trigger?
about?
It's a whatchamacallit, a Sony
Oh,
4K night vision camera.
is that the one that you could see through clothes with?
No,
Damn.
not one of the old ones.
Yeah, you don't want to see through Gord or me, like see through our clothing. That's not very nice.
Well, you know what's funny? I found it actually the other day. The old lens
Yeah.
that they took it off the old Sony handycams
Yeah.
years ago, because that was what was happening. Anyways, I found on eBay years ago there was a manufacturer in China that was manufacturing this lens piece that you can screw onto the front of the to the handycam, and it would restore that night the X-ray vision, if you will.
Nice.
So I got one for low lighting, and I got one for daytime. It's two. I got two lenses. I got one for daytime and one for low light for night vision. And basically, okay. So here, just to give you an idea. Hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on. I'll give you an example. What it was like in oh, no. Where are we going? Go back. Search. So this is what it was like in the daytime with the lens on. Okay, so what I'll do, hold on. Let me just share. Where are we? Share. Is anybody in chat? So chat is awfully
Yeah, they're all-
quiet.
Yeah, it's quite a
You got
down.
16 people watching. So let me see. Okay, there we go. There's the okay, here we go. And this is in full daylight. This is in full daylight with that lens on.
Oh. Is this you taking this footage?
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to hold on. Just in case there's any dings. I want to make sure we don't get dung. But this is my footage. This is with the Sony Handycam with night vision on, with the daytime lens.
Where was this taken?
This is not too far from DeForest. I wanted to get an area where it was all open. See, there's
Right.
Salem Cemetery. This is daytime, bright sunny day.
Yeah.
Watch when I go up into the sky and I zoom in on a fucking stratoplane. You know those stratosphere planes with the contrails and chemtrail conspiracy. Watch when I zoom into it. So this is the same technology Sony had in their cameras before taking it out because of so many people complaining that people were using it for the wrong reasons,
Mm.
looking at people with their clothing, looking through their clothing. But
Does
look
it
at this.
actually work? Did you try it with the people's
It,
clothing?
it it works. It works
Does
big
it?
time. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so here's the plane.
Yep. Don't you hate that when you zoom in so much? It's hard to keep steady.
Exactly. But I wish I wish this camera was 4K,
Yeah.
to show you just how clear. Like it's crazy how well, like how defined it is,
Yeah. Yeah.
the plane.
Yeah, I know. You can see all 4 engines.
Yeah.
It's either, well, it could be one of 3 planes. It's hard to tell with the motion like that. It's either the 747, the A380, or the A340, I believe. That's 4 engines.
So are those the Stratos planes? Are those the planes that they use for the stratosphere?
What do you mean
'Cause this thing,
stratosphere?
you know how those planes are right up there, like right up there.
Yeah. No,
Like
this looks like
close.
a commercial jetliner.
No, it's way too high for a jetliner.
Well,
That's
they can
way
fly
no.
up almost as high. Well, they can go up as high as 40,000 feet.
This sucker was right up there, man.
No, I know. But
Yeah. But
yeah,
why would that be a commercial jetliner that high though? Doesn't make sense.
they always fly around that height. Between 30 to 40,000 feet.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Because you have to understand, because there's flight paths all over the place, right? So they try to stagger the flights, right? So the 747, A380, most jetliners, most modern jetliners can go as high as 40,000 plus,
Yeah.
right? But oh yeah, the flights we've taken, like to Italy in the past, we've flown at close to 40,000 feet.
Yeah.
So all depends.
Yeah. It's, crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. We'll
Anyways,
go
dude,
for another
I'm s-
15 minutes and then we'll cut
yeah,
this out.
yeah, because I'm starting to drift off right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Another 15, we're gone. Close it off at 11. So I guess let's talk a little bit about the soul stealing, I guess. And then
Right, the last 15 minutes.
yeah, well, we could do that, and then who knows, maybe pick it up on Sunday when we do the show on
Yeah, for
Sunday.
sure.
We'll give a little. I mean, soul stealing. There is the theory out there that your soul can be taken,
Mm.
or it could be possessed and swapped.
Yeah.
I mean, is it a real thing? Who knows? I mean, what is your soul? Define a soul.
That's the tricky part.
Well, yeah, is your soul perhaps your energy imprint, the energy essence of your physical being, if you will, the energy that your physical vessel generates over a lifetime?
Yeah, you know what? You could spend an entire lifetime thinking about this, but
Yeah,
in my eyes, a soul. Well, I mean, if you go based, excluding the religious aspect of soul,
yeah,
obviously,
hmm
I think a soul is basically what defines us.
yeah,
So each one of us has individuality. Um, even identical twins have individuality as far as personality is concerned. They have a lot of similarities, but they also have a lot of individuality as well. And
Yeah.
I think that's where, and this is just my opinion, obviously, but that's what defines a soul in my mind is your individual self, right? Because at the molecular level, for like, I'm trying to sound very scientific here, which I'm not a scientist by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm trying to sound smart. At the at the molecular level, anyway, biologically speaking, we're all the same,
Yep.
right? If
Mm.
if you strip down you, me, somebody else, whatever,
We
your
all have the
internal organs
genetic
are going to be.
same. Yeah.
What's that?
We all have the same genetic
Yeah,
makeup.
like we all have the same barring any physical abnormalities, we all have the
Mm.
same amount of organs, that kind of stuff. So what differentiates you from me, aside from our physical look, is the actual personality.
Personality, fingerprint,
Yeah,
eyes.
yeah. Oh yeah, that stuff. Yeah, I'm not saying there's no physical differences, but at the end of the day, we both have two eyes. At the end of the day, we both have a nose. That's what I'm getting at. Like physically
Yep.
speaking, we're the same in
Physically,
that
we're the same
regard.
thing. Yeah.
What really differentiates us is our individuality. I am who I am, and you are who you are. And I think that's what it boils down to, for me anyway, as far as what the soul actually is. It's who we actually are as a person.
It's the reason why Alex likes vampires and I like zombies.
That's right. And why I like whiskey and Steve likes IPA.
IPA.
Hey,
It's funny. Speaking of, uh, talking about how I love beer, like craft beer, especially. There's my buddy. He has a brewery in Las Vegas. He's got 3 of them now down there.
nice.
And for the very first time, they produced their. Hey, Ollie, how are you? But good to see you, man. For the very first time, he produced single malt, single malt bourbon
Nice.
called well, I can't remember the name of it now. Shit. And I'm like, dude, I want a fucking bottle of that. And
Yeah.
of course, it's not, I can't get it up here. It's like, dude, send me a bottle. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. A good bourbon's good. I've
Fuck
had
yeah.
who gave me some? Oh, my old next can't remember. I forgot about this already. My old next door neighbors when I went there for Halloween.
Yeah.
They gave me a nice glass of bourbon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was good. I can't remember the name of it though, but it was good. It was nice and smooth.
Trying to see. Hold on. He doesn't. Of course.
What?
I was going to show you the bottle. Oh yeah. Okay. Here we go. Here it is. Here, single barrel series. Here we go. And I'll share the screen. There it is. There.
Nice. Beer zombies.
Beer zombies. Rare Character presents. The Rare Character is the. Hey Neil, how are you? That's the manufacturer. They're the guys that. So, anyways, they bottled a whole barrel. He bought up a whole barrel
Right.
and this sucker is 117.40 proof.
117?
Yeah,
The fuck? You can drunk just smelling it.
exactly. Straight bourbon whiskey, buddy. Straight.
Oh,
You
I'd love
know?
to give it a try, man.
Yeah. So I'm doing my best. Trust me, I'm doing my best to getting him to send me a
Hey,
bottle.
hey, if he actually sends you a bottle, I gotta have some.
Well, no, hey, yeah, definitely. I would share it with you, of course.
Nice.
Definitely, man.
I might have to spend the night after drinking something 117 proof.
that 117 proof. Yeah, I don't think you'll be driving too far, man.
No, I don't think so.
No, fuck no. Fuck, you won't even remember where your keys are.
I won't even remember my fucking name.
Yeah, I think my name is Beer Zombie.
I think my name is Gord.
Gord, yeah.
Dr. Demon Gord.
Dr. Demon Gord. Dr. Demon Gord.
That hurt. That was not paranormal.
That was not paranormal.
Yeah, I had to throw that in.
Well, just like this again.
Creation is that they wore costumes to blend
That's classic.
It is classic, man.
Gord's
But
the best.
oh yeah, I mean, I've got some straight bourbon whiskey here, but it's honey bourbon,
Honey bourbon.
dude. Man, it is so fucking good.
Usually honey, like even like the honey whiskeys are pretty smooth. They're very smooth.
It is very smooth. I mean, I tried Jack Daniels, and it was rancid.
Oh, Jack Daniels sucks anyway.
It's horrible. And
Yeah,
but
this
this
let's
stuff
not
is
get into that.
no. This is Wild Turkey small batch.
Yeah.
And the LCBO actually carried it one time a couple of years ago,
Mm.
and that was it. Don't carry it anymore. And I'm like, fuck.
Talking about wild turkey?
No, Wild Turkey honey bourbon,
Oh, honey bourbon. Okay.
because they carry wild turkey up here still. But the thing is, a bottle of it was like, excuse me, it was like $35-40 for a bottle.
Mm.
And I'm like, holy fuck, you're kidding me. And I was getting it down in Florida. I'd always, whenever I'd go down to Florida, I'd buy a bottle of this. And the thing is, it would never make it home because we'd drink it there, right?
Of course.
$11. $11 for a bottle of honey bourbon.
I mean, they have, yeah, you're right. They have like the wild turkey straight bourbon, 101 Kentucky straight bourbon,
Mhm.
81 proof.
Yep.
What else? Long Branch. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah. So, I mean, and like I said, they carried it. This is probably, was it just before COVID? Might have been just before COVID, because I was tempted. Oh, do I buy a bottle? Sorry about that. Do I buy a bottle or do I just wait? And you know what? I said, screw it. I'll just wait till I go back down because it's a lot cheaper, right?
Yep.
And that's what I did. I bought a bottle. But the thing is, it never makes it home.
Mm.
It never makes it home because I end up drinking it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Because dude, it is so fucking smooth. I remember I was down in Florida one time at my father-in-law. He used to have a place down in St. Pete's.
Right.
And he had this neighbor, this guy named Joe. And this guy Joe, he was probably in his fucking close to his late 70s, early 80s.
Hmm.
And this guy could drink like a fish.
That's
Holy
practice.
fuck.
Hmm.
Holy shit. So anyways, I break out the bottle of honey bourbon. I had been drinking some beers. I said, okay, let's break out the honey bourbon. We're fucking just downing this shit, man. And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna pay for this later, but
Oh, yeah.
it's so fucking good. I think I was toast. I was so fucking gone. My father-in-law he was fucked. and Joe, hey, give me some more. Yeah, you got any more left in there? What the
Oh,
fuck?
fuck. Are you serious?
Yeah, the guy has no fucking liver, no fucking kidneys, whatever. It's like, dude. How the fuck? How do you do it?
Wow.
It was insane. But this shit, I'm telling you, I'm not kidding you, man. This wild turkey honey bourbon is smooth. It is so smooth.
I'm trying to see if the LCBO has any other honey bourbons, and not looking too good.
I think the only one that they ever carried was the Jack Daniels one. And it fucking sucks. It's garbage. It's garbage.
Yeah, well, yeah, Jack Daniels is not great. I don't
No.
mind their like so what is it? The salted caramel and whatever flavor.
Yeah.
It's okay. But Jack Daniels is, as in general, I'm not a fan of it.
You should write to 40 Creek and say, hey, 40 Creek, can you make a honey bourbon?
They do make a honey spiked.
Honey spiked.
Yes.
Whiskey, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm tempted to try it.
Tempted?
Honey spiced, I think it was. I can't remember.
Oh,
if it's honey
spiced.
spiked. Yeah, I don't know if it's honey spiced or honey spiked. Hang on. Because fuck. Now that we're talking about fucking honey bourbon, it's like what is it? Distillery, creams, cocktails. Nope. Shop. Our whiskeys. Here we go. Fuck the email shit. The fuck. Oh, they got a cherry wood reserve. Honey spiced. And then in brackets, spike.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta try their fox heart too.
Yeah.
I give that. There's some and Confederation oak. Fucking salivating over here.
So here you go. Here you go. This is the share screen. That's the honey bourbon.
Oh, is that the wild turkey?
Wild turkey honey bourbon.
Yeah.
Fucking shit is. I got a bottle of it here now. Thank God. Thank God. Campfire bourbon barrel rum. Did of
Yeah, I
vanilla.
don't think we do.
I don't know. Check the LCBO, man. Maybe the LCBO carries it.
I doubt it. They don't even fucking carry wild turkey. What are the chances? Okay, hold on. BUN. Oh, go back to LCBO, you fucker.
Yeah, let's see. Buy now. I want to buy international. No, international. Yeah, for the US. US. Oh man, not even available in Canada. Hey,
No,
no.
like not even. Oh,
You can buy it in Australia. Hey, Dan, you can buy it in Australia,
cocksuckers.
and you can buy it in the UK for those of you in the UK,
But not here.
but not here. You can't fucking buy.
Fucking
I know, eh?
idiots. Dan, no, we can't find the Bundaberg campfire. It's not coming up. Sorry. If you want to send us a bottle, feel free. I'm always open to trying new things, right?
Oh yeah. So Dan, if you want, you can grab wild turkeys available over there. I wild turkey honey bourbon. I highly suggest it. It is so fucking good.
Yeah, fuck. Dan saying he might send you a bottle for a live taste test. Sure, no problem. Anytime, man.
Yeah, I'm always up for it.
Yeah.
Just say it's a bottle of homemade barbecue sauce.
Fucking moonshine.
No. You got through customs.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
You just say barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce, yeah.
Or olive oil. One of the two.
Yeah, olive oil. That's right. What's going to some Italian guy with olive oil? No, thanks. Open it up.
It's homemade tomato sauce.
Yeah, homemade tomato
He fucking stomped on it with his own feet.
sauce. Fucking toe jam.
Toe jam. Well, I got a bottle, so the next time you come over, I'll crack it open and you can try it.
Nice.
It's fucking good shit, man. Honestly, it's so smooth. You sit there and go, "Fuck, I could drink this a couple, maybe a few," and then it's like you had one, oh, two, and then three. You're like, "Oh my god."
You pay for it the next day.
Oh, absolutely. But the key is just having a glass of water in between. There you go. Water's the
Yep.
key, man. As long as you
I know.
stay hydrated.
That's right. As long as you stay hydrated, you don't have a hangover.
I used to laugh at a buddy of mine. He used to fucking drink a bottle of water every time after having a drink.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why you get dehydrated or you have a hangover. It's because
Well,
you're so severely dehydrated.
Well, that and the sugar, right?
Yeah.
Some people will, like, if they're drinking whiskey, they'll mix it with Coke or whatever else,
Yeah.
and they don't realize that sugar fucks you right up.
Yep.
The next day, the hangover, you're like, oh my god. But if you drink water,
You're
that's
usually
why
okay. Yeah.
that's why my grandfather he'd always get a bottle of Alberta Premium.
Mhm.
He'd drink it on the rocks with a little bit of water.
On the
And
side.
no,
Or-
he pour some water in there, just dilute it a little bit,
Right.
with some ice, and bang, no problem. Never
Right.
had a hangover. Never had a hangover.
I've
You
never
know?
really had a severe hangover either because I always try to remain hydrated when I have, like, if I know I'm going out drinking,
Yeah.
which I don't do very often nowadays, but still, if I go out drinking with whatever and I know I'm going to have a lot, I always make sure I also drink a lot of water as well, just
Come
because I
on,
know
you've never had a hangover. Like a
not a
severe hangover.
severe hangover, not a severe
Never?
hangover.
Not
No,
once?
no. I've had
Wow.
hangovers like, where the next day I kind of feel lethargic, but I haven't had like one of those massive headache hangovers like a lot of people claim they had. Never to that point because I've always, I've always drank water as well, and I've always kept myself hydrated.
Fuck, I've had so many, man.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you're younger, obviously you don't think
Yeah,
about
yeah.
drinking water. Water, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Why
exactly.
would you drink water? I don't want water. And you get so fucking corked, it doesn't matter. It's too late.
Yeah,
Right? Holy fuck.
fun times.
Oh yeah, exactly. But anyways,
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Well, we're here on Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tune
Yep.
in. I think we're going to get a little more into the soul stealing and swapping.
Yeah,
We'll talk about
sure.
that more.
For
Right?
sure.
For sure. And then for myself explored, I will watch that episode, and who knows, maybe Alex might watch it. I don't know. But we'll let you know our thoughts about that and more on Sunday night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And of course, with our daylight savings, it will be again 5-hour difference, so 2 a.m. UK time. So guys, tune in, join us, and yeah. Until then, take care, everyone. Have a good one.
Adios.
Later.
Yeah.